Hey, this is Martin. So from my series on how to pay off your car in 36 months, I haven't been to Starbucks today without giving up Starbucks or being cheap. Also, I've seen some of you watch my videos all the way back to 2014 where my car loan was $5,970 and I gave you guys strategies to pay it off. Well, I just got my bill today and I guess my current car loan, it was about $21,000 back in 2018. So now I got it down to, it's about $10,500 and $300. And the goal is for, oh, now you guys got me to talk. My goal for March is to get it below $10,000. If I could get it below $10,000, that sets me up to at least get it maybe below, if I get it below $10,000, that gives me like 7 more months of paying at least $400, $2,100 per principal. So I'm looking at a loan that's maybe going to be close to $7,900, $7,800. And then I'll just go forward and we got some contracts coming in, so I'll just work on about December or October paying a note. Now let's just get to December. I know I just found out today Macys was closing 125 stores. Did you guys remember our stories? Remember how I told you back in 2015 where I lost my duplexes and I almost lost my house? I tried to get like a job working at Macys for the shipping department, but for somehow I pulled a muscle in my leg. So I was like walking around like it's like creature thing. And then a lady said, Martin, I'm going to have to fire you. So then she fired me. And I was using that job because I was paying like a lawyer bill. I still had to pay off the bill from the foreclosures. And I was trying to get my house cut up. Luckily, I got another job at Macys where I went back and I was helping with sales, And then if you open up a credit card, you like get $1. If you open up a Macys thanks for sharing thing, you get like another $2. So I'm opening up credit cards, trying to get myself some money. Every dollar I got, I ate on that dollar. Or if you can do like $3 or $4, man, that's like, you think about like, you make $4 in a day, $8 or $9 in a week. That covers my lunch for the weekend. And then maybe have a little bit more to get me through the week. But they're closing 125 stores. And like I was going to work there this year. And I was calling them on the phone. I was like, hey, come on, I'm going to use all my sales. I'm working with Grant. I'm doing telemarketing. Let me come in there and make you some business. And they were like talking about, can you work graveyard shift? I'm like, what? Can you work 24, like, do you want to work 12 or 14 hours a day? And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm trying to understand, like, what do you want a person to help do? What exactly do you want me to do? I mean, I think I did 2 interviews and I got declined twice. And then it turns out February, I found out yesterday, I was listening to a Grant Cardone thing and found out like 20 to 25 stores. And it doesn't surprise me. I go to the store in Arcadia. Let me know, have any of you guys gone to the store in Arcadia? I go to the men's department and like I'm always, I always like to try out different underwear. So I'm always buying something, Calvin Klein. I always like as I get the thighs get tight and the butt gets tight, I always play around that and go to the adult stores and buy like the gay underwear. It's my little pastime hobbies. But I go in there and it takes us like the guys like fixing up the shirts and we're trying to wait for them to come over and we're trying to spend like about $100, $150, $200. He's neatening up the shirts. I'm like, my man. I like coming here. I like hooking up with people, but I also need to get going. So he kind of walks around and then finally comes up and I'm like, and then you get upset and then he's like, okay, I'm only just going to buy this. I was going to buy this, but I mean, that's how the retail companies lost money. It's not, I mean, you can only have so many Macys warehouses. Like I'll take you on a trip. I'll do that tomorrow on my way to my other destination. I'll show you the new retail model, supposed retail model. Every time you hear about Amazon this or everyone's trying to do their online shipping, it ain't gonna be no online shipping if nobody buys something. You don't need a warehouse for people not gonna buy something. Now you got 125 stores. Then I also found out Peer Imports. It used to be like a big little place before. I don't know. It used to be like a place that had like kind of exotic furniture. That's where you were able to get your first. I can't remember, but it'll come to me. Like have exotic stuff. So they're closing 452 of 950 stores. I mean, and that's just, we're not even into March, man. They didn't even wait, these big businesses didn't even wait till tax time. They're like, good. Cutting people. 2,000 for Macys. So we're going to cut 2,000 jobs, plus we're also going to cut from our corporate office. So they said, we're just going to get rid of everybody, man. Cashiers, these non-performing managers, going to send them on their way, get your retirement package. But then, remember like I told you with my grandmother, supposedly the retirement package with Sears after 35 years, what happens? After 4 or 5 years, the company keeps losing money. First thing they're going to do, they start renegotiating their retirement packages until like after 6 or 7 years later, you end up paying them to have your own insurance. If that, or they may just say, hey, go find something on your own, man. Go do Obamacare. We're done. We're done with you. We got to sell our stocks and we're moving on. So, well, I'm trying to bring this to your attention. It's like, I guess I was on my way past all these warehouses and I'm like, well, there's like, that means that's 125 plus 452. God, I hate when I do math. Like almost 600 stores that are closed that won't need a warehouse to ship them anything. They don't need a Prologis. I don't need a steel, metal, whatever place. And then on top of that, you're talking about the store. The store closes, and then you're going to have vacant building. And then you have the business that are around all these businesses. So it's starting. So what are you guys doing? So you say, Martin, what do you say? I'm saying, get those car loans paid off, man. Because as soon as all these, I mean, some of you guys, especially some of you guys working in some of these hard labor jobs, now a lot of these semi-blue collar workers, what are they called? White collar workers are going to come. They're just like salespeople or people who have certain type of experience. The managers are going to say, hey, man, who do I want to deal with? Do I want to deal with this tattooed guy with the attitude? Or, hey, I just deal with this one guy who just got laid off from Macys. Hey, he's in transition. He wants to make some money. Hey, let's go do like with Macys. Let's just check. They'll start checking your time, when you come in, your production rates, and watch. I'll bet you like Amazon, I bet you within the next 2 weeks, Amazon will say they're going to lay off between 100 to 300 workers. Watch what I say. And that doesn't count what's going to happen at these other logistics centers where Macys were getting their stuff, supposedly the warehouses exchanging merchandise, or also coming from their distributors. So it's going to be like a trickle-down effect. You're going to have like the merchants, you're going to have the main store, it's going to be you, and then the money you pay. They know that money you pay. You paying for that Lexus, you paying for that Beamer. You know what happens? Unemployment takes you like almost 8 to 9. It takes you like almost, if you're lucky, it takes you like at least 4 to 5 weeks to get unemployment. So don't even depend on that. So if I was working for Macys, or I was working for Pier 1 Imports, or I was working on any of those subsidiaries that rely on them, this is the time to start saving up money, paying up those bills. Some of you guys with those $555 a month car loans. Mine is $384. Like I said, what did I tell you? $554 for your average new car payment for 65 months. IRS depreciates a car only for 60 months. If you're still paying your car after 5 months, you're paying for nothing. That's why they make you get the gap insurance in case you get into an accident. So it means if you can't pay off that car in 5 years, you're paying basically for the insurance, and you're just paying for the security of the insurance company to get paid back if you get into an accident. So I don't want that to happen. Use my strategy, how I told you. Pay off at $15 to $20 to $30 a month to your credit card payment, to your car loan. We'll talk about credit card payment later. To your car loan. I mean, you can reduce a 65-month car loan down to what it should be, 60 months, not 65 months. Car depreciates to 0 after 60 months. If you get into an accident, if you own it and it's paid off after 60 months, you get 0. You may get the token $2,000, but then they'll turn around and get that money back in the gap insurance. So go back. Stop looking. I want you to go back. Look at the $5,970 video. Go back. Look at how I paid off that car in 17 months. Go back. Look at how I talked about paying off those student loans if you have them too. Pay them down, and that's what I'll show you tomorrow. I'll show you how I brought that student loan down from $93,000 down to $33,789. So the theme of the day is, hey, check your finances, man. And check out, just walk around, see where you're working. Do you see any signs, space police, any retail stores around you? Be careful. Those retail stores can be like people who like got bit by a zombie. But then if people don't spend any money, they get infected and they'll turn into a zombie, and then the store will just become a vacant building. I don't want that to happen to you, man. I don't want you to have the stress of paying off a car loan. I'm paying $5,000. We're going to Vegas, get some training. Because technology has basically balanced everything out now. So all it is now is just your people skills. You got people skills? And now some of you guys, I know you think, oh, Valentine's Day is coming. I already see, I was like going to the gym today. Saw this one girl get out the car. The guy's like, I got it going on. And she says, I got to go back to the car so I can check her out some more, man. It's like, that's all right, man. I see a lot of women working out. It's like a lot of guys about to get dumped, man. And that's for you guys who like to show off in the bathroom with your shirts off and stuff, man. Why don't you just go off to Palm Springs, go be with the gay guys, man. I mean, just say, hey, you know what? I'm gay, and, you know, it only works for women. Selfies only work for women. They don't work for men. That's my theme for today. But go back, check your finances. What can you do? Go back and watch those two videos. 5,971, the one for 17 months to pay off your car loan, and watch the ones where I started paying off my student loan. Get back to me. I want you to comment, subscribe, share. There's 125 Macys stores closing, 452 Pier 1 imports, not counting Payless, which is closing another one. Macys going to lay off 2,200 people, man. One of those, and you know, that business could be affecting your business. Like I told you, 69% of businesses break even or make money. All of those that supposedly were getting money from Macys, they're going to be out of business soon. So if you work for one of those, look for a job. Later.